this? This one. Hey guys, it's Trixy Nicole and welcome to my channel. We are still in Germany. Pero hindi tayo ngayon sa hotel. Mamaya kami mag-room tour kasi gutom na kami. Nakarating lang namin. It's 9 past 9.
They broke up. Yeah.
Oh,
So I think this one and this one.
And this one is a latte macchiato.
And then cappuccino.
And cappuccino for us.
Freezing.
We're having breakfast.
Eat. Itutur ko kayo sa room namin. This is our room. Yung kasama kong bata dito. Pero itutur ko kayo sa buong family room. Ito yung entrance. Pili na eh. Entrance. Yan. Tapos pagpasok mo dito. This is our room with Filipino. 2 beds. May salamin dyan. Tapos washroom. Asan yung ilaw dito? Dito na labas. Ay, ayan. Yung door. Napakagandang door. And towels right there. Ito yung shower. Ayan yung shower niya. Ayan, napakaganda. Ang cute ng washroom nila. Toilet. Finish.
This is the shower. And here is the cabinet. Here's a cabinet. Here's the cabinet. And here's the TV. And here's the makeup.
This is the outfit. Twinning kami na to. Hello, twinning. You can see nothing.
Hey, how about driving? Nasa desa Schloss.
Oh, tama! We're going down. May 3 ata siya. Isang museum and then 2 castle. Ito, sobrang react niya. Wow daw! Wow! 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 Oh, yun o. Wow,
O, so
ganda.
hindi ka nagagandahan. O, umuwi ka na sa Canada.
Inaamoy ako! There. Andun yung isa, and then yung other one na somewhere there. May sign dito, so you guys can see anong pangalan ng castle kasi nabubulol ako pag binabanggit ko siya. It's Neuschwanstein. There, Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein! Yeah! I was right! Neuschwanstein Castle, which we are about to see, literally translates to New Swanstone Castle. It is located in the Bavaria, Germany. It was originally called New Hohenschwangau Castle, as it was meant to be a grand recreation of Hohenschwangau Castle, where Ludwig II spent his childhood. Construction of Neuschwanstein Castle broke ground during the summer of 1868, but the first foundation stone wasn't laid until September 5, 1869. By 1873, parts of the castle could be occupied by Ludwig II, though he never lived to see his full version. The bower and the square towers were completed in 1892. According to plans, the castle was meant to have more than 200 rooms, but just over a dozen were finished before funds for the project were cut. In 1864, Ludwig II succeeded the throne at the age of 18 without any experience of life or politics but adored by women. Looking back in 1873, describe it thus, I quote, "I became king much too early. I had not learned enough. I had made such a good beginning with the learning of state laws. Suddenly, I was snatched away from my books and set on the throne. Well, I am still trying to learn." End of quote. Ayun, lakad ka din. Ayun, nahanap ko na yung bahay ko. Ito na yung bahay ko. Welcome to my home. In 1866, Ludwig II suffered the biggest defeat of his life. The expanding state of Prussia conquered Austria and Bavaria in the German War. From then on, Bavaria's foreign policy was dictated by Prussia and the king was only a vassal of his Prussian uncle. Ito yung map ng castle. Yan si King Ludwig na nag-commission ng castle. Ito, we got macchiato and then may free lalagyanan siya. Ayan o. This is the concept. Ayan. Ideal design of the painting. Wow, crispy pata? Is this a crispy pata? What do you have? Mouth side. What mouth side? What does mouth side mean? Bon appetit? Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Ano? Eto na, crispy pata. Oh, I like the sauce.
Harap, no? Alam ko magugustuhan mo yan eh.
Next castle, Hohenschwangau. Parang langaw lang. Langaw. Schwangau. Hohenschwangau Castle overlooks the village of the same name on the shore of the idyllic Alpsee. Located close to Füssen in the south of Bavaria, Hohenschwangau. The castle was first mentioned in the 12th century. The Knights of Schwangau owned the castle for about 400 years. Damaged in wars, the castle decayed and was described as useless for defense purposes. When still a prince, the young King Maximilian II, the father of King Ludwig II, discovered a castle ruin atop the hill that Hohenschwangau Castle sits on. The ruin, dating back to the 12th century, was known as Fortress Neuschwanstein. The ruin and location captured his attention. The Hohenschwangau Castle began in 1832 and took approximately 10 years to complete. Maximilian began to embrace the new architectural style of the times, Gothic Revival. Ito yung my second home. Vacation house ko yan. Charot. Bye! Ayun na, I'm going out the gates. Last day na namin ngayon. 2 days lang kami. Ayan, one night. Tapos ngayon, pauwi na kami. Maglalakad lang kami sa lake, saglit. Tapos,
Talking in her sleep now.
What are you doing here?
what are you doing here?
You have a smart brain. A bajo brain. You have to go. You have a bajo brain.
No! Lahat kami paikot ng Alpsee. Yung lake. Alpsee tawag dyan, diba? Alpsee. Alpsee? Alpsee? Alpsee. Alpsee.
No. It's like you have one on this side, one on this side.
Oh, like this? Okay.
So put your hands higher.
Ganda. James Bond. Charot. Monument of the Queen Mother. The Marian Monument was built in honor of the Royal Mother Marie von Bayern. This was her favorite place on the Alpsee. From here, you will have a wonderful view over the lake away from the mass tourists of Hohenschwangau. 2 hours of walking. Malayo pa.
You're back. We are in Neuschwanstein. We are here to eat. Subscribe to Trixy Nicole's channel and give her millions of loves. And kiss her and marry her.
Ludwig II's reputation as an eccentric reclusive king made it easy to see why Neuschwanstein is so often called the castle of the fairytale king.
Subscribe to Trixy Nicole's
Hello, yun naman siya.
and kiss her and give her millions of love and marry her.
In a letter to his friend, the German composer Richard Wagner, Ludwig II said his intentions with Neuschwanstein. It is to rebuild the old castle ruin of Hohenschwangau in the authentic style of the old German knights' castles. And sabi mo, we are here in the Schloss Castle in summer.
Yes!
This is summer in the castle. We're back.
Subscribe to Trixy Nicole's channel and give her millions of love and kiss her and marry her.
It is believed that Ludwig II built Neuschwanstein for political and deeply personal reasons. King Ludwig II of Bavaria essentially lost his power. It is thought that Neuschwanstein became the centerpiece of Ludwig II's imagined kingdom, where he could act as a true royal. Neuschwanstein Castle, with its white limestone facade, the deep blue turrets, is rumored to be the real-life inspiration for the castle in the Disney classic Cinderella, released in 1950.
Yung may tsura mo dito. Ito kayo na mapigyan mo ba?
Ay, picturean ko kayo dyan.
Ay, kito nga sa may linya sa ulo.
Punta kami sa bridge. Oh, ito aso daw. Oh, aso. Punta kami sa bridge. Hindi pwede videohan yung loob ng castle. Nakapasok na kami. Maximilian II had already had paths and lookout points constructed in the area around Hohenschwangau in order to be able to enjoy the scenery. In the 1840s, as a birthday present for his mountain climbing consort Marie, he had a bridge, the Marienbr&uuml, built high above the Pollet Gorge.
Tara na. Hoy! Saan?
Oh my God, Andre. Nakakatakot na dito. Tama na. Doon tayo.
Tara, doon ka.
Trixie, there's love. And also voices on my mind too.
This is like a summer estate. Ano mo, ganda ng mga ano dito. Ayun, oh my gosh. Ito yung garden. Mga pears. Its story began with Wilhelm V, a member of the Wittelsbach Dynasty and the Duke of Bavaria between 1579 and 1597. During the course of his reign, the Duke found himself in huge financial debt and eventually abdicated in favor of his eldest son Maximilian I.
Sana. Pero sabi, waterproof.
Waterproof?
Ay, ano? Weather pala. Ay!
Oh.
Oh!
Das hat den Messerkante, oder? Ja. Julia, hau drauf, hau drauf. Hau drauf. Stopp.
Oh.
Nochmal. Aya.
It's falling down!
Geh weiter vor.
In around 1598, he commissioned a simple manor house to be built in Schleissheim, an area at that point is still a secluded piece of moorland. His plan was to spend his many final years there in a state of contemplation and prayer. Wilhelm's son had much loftier ambitions.
Don't ask. No German would do it.
Yeah,
Because I will get punished.
Summer house ko after nung castle.
And in 1617, had the entire building torn right down to the cellar walls and erected the building now known as the Old Palace in its place. The late Renaissance building suffered heavily in the air raids of the Second World War, and reconstruction did not start again until 1970. In the early 1700s, Maximilian's ambitious grandson, Elector Max Emanuel, had his sights set on becoming emperor. So that he could reside in a place worthy of his intended role, he commissioned the construction of the new palace in 1701, a magnificent Baroque building in the middle of the palace grounds. However, the War of the Spanish Succession soon brought an end to his plans. His defeat saw Max Emanuel sent into exile, and work on the palace brought to a halt for the time being. By the time he returned to Bavaria, Max Emanuel was forced to scale down his original four-winged. Earlier in 1685, Max Emanuel, who was known for his grand tastes, had also commissioned the construction of Schleissheim Palace in the late Baroque style in honor of his marriage to Maria Antonia, daughter of the Austrian emperor.
And bye-bye you everyone.